Okay, so today I'm in Howard County, between Race Road and Deep Run, and all the noise you hear in the background. We got some local businesses back here doing their work, and we got some road construction, or not some road construction, some utility construction going on. They're burying some cables over here on the side of the road, so you hear some noise in the background. Not usually going on. One of the goals we have in 2012 is to get all the trash heaps that we have documented out in the woods out this way, and start bringing those towards this access area here, and hopefully we can get a vehicle in here at least part way and load up all the stuff rather than haul all this junk like these little guys here. I mean, there's hundreds of things like this out in the woods, so hauling all of that out to Race Road is going to be a lot more involved. So if we can get it here to this right of way, that's kind of what we're hoping for, and then haul it out, get a truck in here and haul it out. So looking across at this whole area here, you can see it's kind of flat. The river is off to the right. I'm looking kind of north at this point. This area tends to flood when you get some really big rains, and again, it seems like a lot of times it seems like the slope goes downhill away from the river. Once you get above the riverbank, it's kind of downhill this way. So I've seen storms where the water has gone all the way out to Race Road and covered Race Road even out there as well with a foot of water. So definitely some flooding possibilities here. You see all the debris, just the natural debris, the leaves clustered up next to logs. You'll see some channels kind of here and there where the water's been flowing. But anytime we had some loose trash out here, what we try to do is put it into groups, into clusters, and then get a GPS coordinate for it. Here we go. So you've got some tires. This is a good example of a mixture of things. Tires, traffic cones, buckets. And again, those buckets are great because that gives us a little thing to collect cans and bottles in. So this is just one little cluster of things that we've documented. There are a lot more. And I'm heading towards the river now. You can see this little gully that I'm walking in. So once the river overflows its banks, the water just comes rushing down this way, back towards where I just came from. And nice little swamp. So it looks like we got some stuff here. It's kind of floated up. Got some log jams over here in the river. And again, we've documented these. We're putting them on the map this spring, if we haven't already. But you can see there's some tires out there. Lots of tires in the riverbed. Anytime you get a jam like this, it's kind of nice in some ways is that it catches a lot of the trash going by, the bigger stuff at least, and then some of the smaller stuff fills in. And I see those as opportunities to grab all the stuff while it's all in one place. So you really should take advantage of those. And the river does change course. These log jams eventually get busted through, and we lose all the trash downriver sometimes. So this is really a chance to get in there and grab what we can. Don't recommend anybody doing that on their own. It can be kind of dangerous if you get stuck behind the water flowing behind you, pushing you into one of these jams. So always make sure you come out here with somebody, a group of people, at least one more person before you attempt something like that. You're going to need tools. You're going to need things like pry bars. Some of these things are really embedded into the gravel. Shovels, pry bars, things like that are really be useful to get some of these things out. Kind of amazing. Every time I come out here, it looks different. We got different water levels. We've got different amounts of debris, sand, gravel, constantly shifting around. And just when you think you've got a good sense of where things are and what a place looks like, the next time you come back, it tends to look different. Here we got mud flap from a car. a Ziploc lid from a Ziploc container for someone's lunch. I just passed a shoe a little ways back. Look, we got a baseball here buried in the sand. Must have been a home run. It's amazing what floats. Just about anything will float with enough power from the river. Look, there's a nice tire buried in the river. That one will be fun to get out. Hopefully at a lower water level, but don't mind getting wet. What have we got here? What is this? Buck Rogers lost his gun, looks like. Looks like it was a squirt gun, maybe. When walking down here on the sand, you get to see all the animals that have been kind of crawling by. You get to see all the footprints, including some humans, foxes, deer. People are walking with their dogs occasionally. And then your nice little walk in the woods gets spoiled by stuff like this. Another tire. So yeah, the power of the river is kind of amazing. You look at all this stuff that gets collected, pushed and twisted all together. You got boards, tires, tree branches, and you got this big tree above me here. Fell over in a storm. I'm gonna have to come out here in a storm one time and see if I can catch some of these things in action. See how the river is really raging. Back up on the bank, on the floodplain up here. Now, I don't remember this guy being here before. Looks like it's new. I'm kind of squished against the tree here. Some guy's little toy. Vroom vroom. Ooh, looks like fun. So when I find stuff like this, what I try to do is find the nearest pile and add it to the pile. And I'm looking from here and I don't see any in sight. There might be one over there. So I might need to start a new pile. But that would not be documented. So once the leaves start coming out, it might be harder to find. So I'm just going to hold on to this until I find a pile of stuff that we've already put together and add it to the pile.